All right, guys, we're out here at Gingerman Raceway. We're in my 2023 Honda Civic Type R. I'm out here for my first track day in this car. Never had this out here before, and I have only driven the Type R around Sonoma at the launch event. So this should be pretty exciting. It's completely stock, except for having disabled the active dampers. Those are at full soft just because that's how I like it on the street. So I was thinking about maybe changing that later today, but we're gonna run this, see how it feels. Stock tires, Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's, stock brakes, stock brake fluid, no other mods, stock camber settings, and I wanted to get just a really good baseline of how this car feels out of the box, and then make changes, then make adjustments. So I have disabled the active sound control. I've opened up the exhaust valve so that it's open all the time, but otherwise those are really the only changes to this car. They're all pretty minor. I think we're going to start off, we're not going to do the pedal dance. We're going to do plus R and just turn traction and stability control off. I'm curious to see if that will drag the rear brakes at all. And we'll test that out and see what it's like when we pit in and kind of check temperatures and stuff like that. We've got the Log R app on. Don't really know how to set up lap timing on this yet, but I will figure it out at some point. I'm actually going out to M1 Concours with Honda, and they're going to show us how to use the system. So for now, we're just going to go drive and see what this feels like. All right, so plus R mode gives us heavier steering, a little bit better throttle response. These Pod Sport 4S's are so loud, even on track. Good front turn in though. We'll let things warm up a little bit before we start pushing, but ultimately, this car is already feeling amazing. Little dab of brake, get it rotated. Brakes feel quite good. It's so stable. Tires are so loud I can't hear the engine. Neutral, you can just back it in, trail brake the front end in, rear comes around nicely. Just leave it in fourth around here. Oh, this is great. Really great around here, you guys. A lot of fun. Very stable through the S's. I feel so confident pushing this car. I really wanted to get an idea of how this felt out of the box too. creeping up to over 100, 250 degrees. We'll do another half a lap or so, and then we'll do a cool down. That's to let the brakes cool down too. We've also got a brake system light on. So, all right, so we're doing a cool down lap right now. Yeah, the brake system light comes on when things get hot. That doesn't mean it's boiling, but it's just a warning. Have not hit fade yet in this today. I'm actually really curious to see what this is like with the pedal dance. I feel like there's a difference in the way the car drives between plus R mode and with the pedal dance, though I haven't really confirmed that yet on track, just on the street. It is pretty hot out today, about 84 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, brake system light just went off. We're gonna do one more cool down, and then we'll come in and do the pedal dance and see if that helps. Because I feel like the stability control system is getting us rotated around some corners in plus R mode just without that rear end. Let's see how this changes things. You want to go for a ride?
Yeah, let me grab my helmet.
All right, we're going to start data logging too and see if we can measure some lap times. We'll do a couple laps and see how it works. We got Q the Chaotic in here. We got a lap timer on the left. I think that's going to work actually. Yeah, so far this thing is feeling awesome. Take this out lap easy, make sure a lap timer's working. I know. Yeah, it definitely feels like in plus R mode it was dragging those rear brakes just because it was getting rotated more so than it is now, but this feels like there's no intervention, nothing holding me back. I like that. These seats feel great. Oh, we're gonna turn off the AC here. Sorry, we're gonna toast a little bit. We'll do one hot lap and then we'll reel it back in.
Car feels so light.
It does feel good.
Man. Featherweight.
Stable under braking. Turn in is just nuts. And that diff just digs you right out. Lap timer's working. That's good. Using all the track. We paid for it. Probably need to take some air out of these tires, but that's okay. We'll work with it. A little dab of brake to get us turned in. Go into fourth here, might as well. Run wide. It's super stable through this S-turn here. I can just push, push, push. brake system light on yet. I think the brakes are gonna last a little bit longer with everything off. Let's see what we run for a lap time here. 1:46.9, that's pretty quick. All right, brake system light just came on. Yeah, they're feeling a little soft, a little sloppy. It's got one good hot lap in it, like any good stock car. Probably eke out another.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was fun. That was good.
That rotation is beautiful.
It's really nice, isn't it?
That was amazing, man.
All right, so we're about to do our last session in the Civic Type R. Substitute Topher's gonna ride with us, but I have some final thoughts on this car on its first track day. So some surprises, some things that I kind of think that were predictable going into this. Stock brake fluid, stock brake pads, of course, could use some improvement, but actually the suspension in this car was surprisingly good. I think it just needs a little bit more of a rear bar, but that's about it. I'm doing the pedal dance because I noticed that there was a little bit of rear brake intervention going into turns and going around corners, and the brake system light came on very early on in my session, and I can kind of avoid some of that if I do the pedal dance. So that's full off, no intervention. The car doesn't rotate as well, but it's still pretty darn good around a corner. So we're gonna take this out one more time, get some more thoughts, but overall, I don't think this car needs a whole lot. A little bit of negative camber up front, yeah. Slightly bigger rear bar. I'm gonna try a 22mm rear bar on this. I think that would just be perfect. And then maybe a more aggressive pad, and of course some track fluid, but that should do it. We'll take it out to Waterford, do some more track days in it this summer, and see where we stand. But yeah, really happy on first impressions.